Welcome to the Fantasy Fox podcast. I'm John Jacobs,
And I'm Jordan Fantasy Fox.
and this is week 17 of the NFL schedule. So let's do a week 16 review, like we always do. But first, tell me how you're doing in your fantasy leagues.
Both of them, or two out of the three, I'm not in the playoffs. Fighting for the best seed possible I can get. Actually, in one league, I finished in ninth place, and that was the league where I only won one game, so I didn't finish in last place. I guess is a good thing.
Okay.
And in my other league, I'm still fighting for, I think it's the sixth or eighth seed, something like that. And the other league, I am in the championship game.
All right, sweet. So we got one more week in the season,
Yep.
and like I said, let's do the review real quick. So who are our leaders last week?
Well, leaders last week was for quarterback Captain Kirk Cousins. You know, he was slinging it like he always does.
And I know you're happy because you like the Redskins.
Oh yeah, locked up that number 4 seed in the playoffs. So here we go.
All right.
Sleeper team, calling it.
Okay.
For running back, we had Tim Hightower coming back. I think he's been out of the league for about 2-3 years. He tore his ACL a couple years ago with the Redskins, and well, I'm shocked that he's back already, doing this good.
I think durability, though, if you have a lot of time off from an injury, it's easier to recover than trying to rush back too fast.
That is true.
So,
wide receiver leader last week was Julio Jones. I was loving it.
another instance where injury or lack of injury is a key.
Yeah.
So, I would love to see them shorten the season down to like 14, 15 games.
Yeah.
And maybe spread it out instead of like every 7 days, 8 or 9 days or something like that, and you can still keep the length, but you give them more rest in between games.
Yeah, I think that would do a lot, especially with concussions,
Yeah, I mean, you start doing Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, but you have 2 or 3 games, on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I mean, you stack them up so that you can do half and half. So
Yeah.
so you can keep sliding them back. So
Yeah, that's true. All right,
Okay.
tight end leader this week, Jordan Reed. I think it's back-to-back weeks he's been the leader at tight end.
All right.
He's taken over Gronk's spot. He could be better than Gronk. Don't know.
Well, Gronk's been doing it for a while though, so I mean,
Yeah, he looks really good though.
anybody can do it for a couple weeks. Doing it for a couple seasons. The way Gronk's been doing it. That's yeah.
Yeah. For the flex, we had D'Angelo Williams. He usually is a guy that gets hurt a lot, but he's stayed healthy this year.
Okay.
For defense, we had the Cardinals defense, and for kicker, we had Blair Walsh.
Okay. All right. Now walk us through the significant injuries.
Some of the injuries we got is Todd Gurley. I think he has a sprained foot, something like that, and he is officially doubtful to play.
All right.
They did say Trey Mason is going to start, so it's really not looking good that he's going to play at all.
Okay.
Tyler Eifert coming back this week from his concussion. He's been out the past 2 weeks, and I picked him up in my championship league, and I'll probably play him in my flex spot.
I think it's coming back too fast on a concussion.
Yeah,
People
he's had 2 weeks so to recover.
Yeah, but if people get knocked out, I mean, they'll be suspended from an athletic commission for months. I mean, so
Yeah.
that's a concussion. So
Yeah.
I think when you're talking about the brain health of these athletes, you're going to have to do something. Have you seen the movie Concussions?
Now I want to go see that though.
All right. Well, I've got 2 tickets, so we can go anytime you want to go.
Yep.
So, all right.
Jonathan Stewart, he's out for this game. I think that's a good move. I think he has a foot issue. I think if they win, they'll seal the first week bye for the playoffs, and that'll help them even more. Make that
Okay.
offense more powerful as it already is.
All right. Give us your waiver wire picks.
Waiver wire this week, I got the Redskins defense, and I got wide receiver Jermaine Kearse of the Seahawks. Two great pickups. I definitely picked up the Redskins defense for my championship league and starting them. I cut the Seahawks defense for him too.
Okay. Can we start off with your sleepers instead of your picks?
Yeah.
Can we get with the under the radar picks first?
Under the radar guys, sleepers this week, I got quarterback Alex Smith of the Chiefs. He hasn't been doing, he's been doing okay this year, but I think this week he'll have a pretty good week. Running back Jeremy Langford of the Bears. Forte's got that back injury. So Langford's probably get 15 to 20 carries this week. Wide receiver Cole Beasley of the Cowboys. Versus the Redskins, he always bites the Redskins in the butt each time they play. Tight end Kyle Rudolph of the Vikings. He's a hit or miss each week. Dustin Hopkins, kicker for the Redskins. I think he'll be doing good this week. And the Redskins defense.
Okay. Now, give us your week 17 picks. Going through the different positions.
Quarterback, number 1, Cam Newton, like always. Number 2, Tom Brady. And number 3, we got Ben Roethlisberger this week. Running back, we got Devontae Freeman, number 1. Adrian Peterson, number 2. And I got D'Angelo Williams, number 3.
I'm just going to say that Adrian Peterson is my canary in the coal mine as far as like rest, giving people a long time to heal in between. I mean, because he had a season off?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know. Sorry. Keep going.
Wide receiver, number 1, Antonio Brown. Number 2, Julio Jones. And number 3, Odell Beckham, coming back from that suspension he had last week.
All right.
Tight end, number 1, I got Jordan Reed this week. I had a Gronk. Number 2, I got the Gronk. And number 3, I got Greg Olsen.
All right.
For kicker this week, I got Steven Gostkowski, number 1. Chandler Catanzaro, number 2. And Chris Boswell, number 3. For defense this week, I got the Rams, number 1. The Broncos, number 2. And the Panthers, number 3.
All right. Well, is there anything else you want to add before we sign off?
No, just good luck to those people who are in the championship in those 2-week finals. I know I'm up by about 60, 65 points going into this week. I'm loving it. I should have a good win this week, and I hope everyone else does.
Right. Well, for the Fantasy Fox podcast, this is John Jacobs signing off.
All right. See ya.
Bye.